Hi, I'm Alfred Bundy. We're doing a special edition of Meet the Leaders, brought to you by Altice USA here in Trenton at the New Jersey State Legislature. My special guest is Assemblyman Robert Karabinchak. How you doing? You're the vice chair of the Economic Development and Commerce Committee. What's the priority issues in that committee right now?
Well, right now, obviously, we just passed out of committee a bill to extend the EDA. This is something that is an issue that has been debated for years and where it's going. Obviously, it's being reviewed vigorously. We believe that extending this time will give us the opportunity to change what's there.
Say what the EDA actually is.
It's the Economic Development Authority.
Okay, and it oversees?
All of the incentives given to different businesses to bring their businesses either from out of state into the state or from businesses in New Jersey to go into areas that need areas of redevelopment.
Now talk to us, what are we doing here in New Jersey to attract more businesses?
We're trying everything possible.
Like what?
This is one where the EDA gives tax incentives, where it reduces the tax structure for businesses to come into areas that need redevelopment. And it establishes their new tax structure over so many years to invest in the cities and bring employment into that city. Okay,
now I know that you are also been very concerned about bullying. There's been like 5,000 cases of bullying in our public schools. What have you done, what type of bill, legislation have you looked at regarding bullying in our public schools?
Well, my bill, which was to create a task force, because every municipality, every Board of Ed, what they're seeing is handled internally, where we want an outside agency or an outside group to be able to review the bullying that goes on all across the state of New Jersey. Right now it's on the governor's desk. It passed the Assembly, it passed the Senate. We're just hoping that the governor signs it, that'll start this whole thing in place and put it all in place.
Now we're here looking at the budget. The budget is a major issue today. Where are we at with this budget? Will we face a state shutdown?
My belief is that we shouldn't shut government down over what items that are being discussed within the budget. I think the budget is solid. I think it has good revenues. That's being proved out what we just saw. I believe there's certain issues that are still going to be debated within the budget, and I think that there'll be some changes, and I would think that cooling heads will prevail and we'll have a budget by the end of June.
I also want to talk to you about something called porch pirate. That people have been, I guess, bothering people on their porch, taking things off their porch. What's going on, and what are you trying to do?
Well, my bill right now passed the Assembly, and it's over on the Senate side. And what this bill does is it protects the homeowners when they purchase products online. It seems to be a very, very big growing market now. Everybody sits there, goes on their computer and buys stuff. And then it gets delivered to their house or their apartment or wherever they live. And that product is just sitting there for them to come home and pick it up at some point in time. What's happening is that there's individuals that wind up walking right up to your house. If, let's say you have a house, right on your porch, take that box, don't even know what it is, but takes the box, puts it in their vehicle and drives away. Don't even know what they're stealing. However, it's the easiest way to steal something because there is no tough laws. Right now, it's a slap on the wrist. And they can do it again and again and again. It's a small dollar fine.
So if we catch them on camera or something like that, we would
do more. My bill makes it stronger, where anything less than $200, it's a fourth-degree criminal offense now. And if it's more than $200, it's a third-degree criminal offense, which could be jail time, fines, or community service. We're leaving it up to the judge to make that decision, because if he sees that same person coming back in front of him, he has the latitude to enforce that penalty harder and harder. And right now it's in the Senate side. I'm hoping that it comes out of the Senate and then goes into the governor's desk.
Now, in your hometown of Edison,
yes,
you're working hard to make sure that the veterans are well cared for. Tell us about what's going on there as far as some housing or support towards our veterans.
In Edison itself, there's a new project being built, 170 units. This is the second phase. And 25% of that goes to veterans. low and moderate income, any vets that are disabled also. This is something that has taken approximately 5 to 6 years to get underway. The hardest part of it was the financing side of it, obviously. But it's started already. We hope to see by the middle of next year the first 86 units being available. And this is something that I think that our vets and our people that are less fortunate with their low and moderate income, that they will have a place to call home.
And they deserve that.
Yes, sir.
Finally, certainly people are concerned about election security. We hear all the stories about hacking. People are not sure if their vote will really be counted. What do you have to say about this issue?
Well, one of the things that I supported was the e-poll books, which eliminates the people when they go to vote to have to go look through a physical book, what the signatures look like and stuff. The technology today is so immediate. If something happens in the election board in, let's say, New Brunswick for our area, it could be handed out and it could be immediately sent over to any of the polling districts in any of the towns.
Right.
And there's so many polling districts, and this is just bringing us up to today's technology.
Is that something that's going to happen?
I certainly do hope so.
Okay. Listen, we want to thank you, Assemblyman Karabinchak.
Karabinchak, yes, sir.
Binchak, I want to get that right. Okay, thank you for service, and thank you for being with us today on Meet the Leaders.
My pleasure.